looking for that next gaming headset? Well, look no further. EKSA's got you covered, guys, with the E900X. Now, this is a 5.8 gigahertz wireless connectability headset. Now, inside this package, you're going to be greeted with, of course, the headset that's already on my head, but you're going to be greeted with a few other things. First and foremost, the wireless dongle. Now, this is, of course, USB-A, which is your 3.0 connectability right there, USB-A. But if you break it apart, you also have that USB-C connectability. That's going to give you that, of course, that beautiful 5.8 gigahertz low latency connectability. Now, that low latency is going to give you guys about 15 milliseconds of low latency connection with this. Now, it also has, of course, the pure ENC chip that's built in. That's going to give you guys 99.8% background noise removal when using this beautiful microphone that, of course, can slide up inside the actual headset. Now, you're also going to get the carrying case of the beautiful, beautiful gray and purple carrying case with cinch ties. You're going to get the user manual if you guys need it. You're also going to get the charging cable, USB-C to USB-A charging cable. On top of that, you're going to get, of course, the 3.5 to 3.5 cable to connect it up to your Nintendo Switches or other devices if you're not using the wireless dongle. So you have that as well. Connectability, you're literally going to pop this off, but you're going to use, of course, one of the three buttons. You have, of course, your power button, which is also your mode button. You have your microphone mute button and your volume control. Over here, you have your 3.5 to 3.5, and on the opposite side, you're going to have your USB-C charging port. Now, with this ultra low latency ENC and, of course, that beautiful 7.1 surround sound. Now, with this, you have these nice, thick, large earmuff cuffs that are feels like clouds, and that's why I was wearing them to test them. Now, on this, of course, you have their logo up there and a nice little band that's going to allow you to go into a good bend with this, so you don't have to worry about breaking it. Now, with this, of course, you're going to be able to adjust it a little bit for you. Now, has 50 millimeter drivers that are dual chambered and does produce a 7.1 surround sound for you guys with that. Does, of course, work with the EKSA sound-based software, so you guys can adjust it to your own liking with this if you want. Maybe you want deeper bass and all of that in between. Your connectability, of course, is going to be like your 5.8G connectability with this dongle, of course, on hand. That's going to give you that nice low latency connection with this. I love that they have that, of course, connectability. Connections, guys, you can use it on your PCs, your Switches, your PS4s, your PS5s, your phones, whatever you really want. Now, it does have 3 sound effect modes pre-built in. You'll tap the power button once to switch it to 7.1 surround effect. You'll tap it again to go to music mode, or you'll tap it again to go to 3D surround sound effect, which is going to give you guys nice little usage with this. Now, the 15.8 gigahertz, or the 5.8 gigahertz and the 15 millisecond low latency is going to do well for you. Now, to use this, of course, we're literally just going to plug it right on in to a USB port of connectability. Now, depending on which one you want to use, either the 5G or the USB-C or USB-A, you'll have that connection. Now, remember, you'll literally power it on, and then, of course, to that device. Automatically connected. Now, what I'm about to do is I'm going to go and listen to some music. I'm going to do some 3D sound testing, and then I'm going to pull up the software and play around with that. And then I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts, and we'll also let you hear the microphone in action.
Okay, now you're hearing everything from this actual headset. That is the microphone from this headset actually doing this. Now, if I bring it closer, it's going to be louder. If I bring it away, of course, it's going to sound different. Now, with it, of course, it is actually peaking up a little bit higher than I like, but that's my recording software. It will be different for everybody with that. Now, I'm going to hot swap back over to my other microphone.
Okay, we're now back on my other microphone. I'm going to pull this off, and I'm going to talk about this because I've done some cool things with this. Yes, it's got RGB lighting. Yes, it works well. It will, of course, power itself down. It's a beautiful little dongle for the connectability with this and works good. Has a nice battery life. You should be able to play this for a good over 9 hours without a problem in lower volumes. It's like 60%. If you're going higher volumes, of course, the battery's going to, of course, take away from that on hand. Now, I expect that battery to last even longer, personally, if for most people with this. Now, microphone, decently well done. It actually blocks out the actual sound in the back, of course, with all this. So you didn't hear the AC, you didn't hear the fan, you didn't hear everything else going on around you. 3D sound, surround sound testing. I pulled up some videos, did some 3D surround testing, and it produces the sound like you would expect from different style headset with this. This produces the sound that boggled me with this. The comfortability is where it's really at as well. Now, in gaming mode, you hear everybody walking and creeping up on you like you should. If you're playing Ark, you hear the dinosaur stepping and stomping. The base is perfectly round welded or done well with this. It's rounded, perfectly set up for this. In the software, when you're using the EKSA software, you can pre-adjust it to your liking to make it sound even to your own, because everybody hears different, right? I'm going to tell you, I like it the way it came set. I didn't have to adjust anything anywhere with this. Now, I did prefer music mode over 3D effect mode for a lot of it, for like listening to music. Rap, it has perfectly well balanced. Country, it's even better. Classical rock, it just produces the sound like you would expect, and of course the concert. I love this headset. If you guys are looking for a headset like this, guys, the EKSA E900X might be the 5.8 gigahertz wireless connectability style that you didn't know you needed, but you do, really do. I want to thank you for watching, guys. I hope you have a great one.